The two merchants. Birbal was known for his keen intelligence, his fair-mindedness, and his proximity to the emperor. Citizens seeking justice often came to Birbal, particularly when Akbar was away from the city. In one particular instance, Birbal was trying to resolve a dispute between two merchants. "So you have no proof of what you are saying?" Birbal asked the first merchant. "No, Huzur," said the merchant. His name was Ram Chand. "No written receipt for the 1,500 rupees that you say you lent your friend Jvala Prasad? And no witness to the transaction?" "No, Huzur," said Ram Chand again. "Jvala Prasad is a fellow merchant as well as a friend. He needed the money and promised to return it within 6 months. So I lent it to him. I thought he would honor his word, but he refuses even to remember what happened." "Write down all that you have told me and sign it," said Birbal. "I will see what I can do." Birbal then sent for Jvala Prasad, the second merchant. Jvala Prasad bustled into Birbal's presence looking very pleased, bowed low and said, "Raja Sahib, I am deeply honored and grateful for this summons. How may I be of service to your lordship?" "Read this," said Birbal and handed him Ram Chand's written statement. The merchant paled a little as he read it, but he said with great assurance, "All eyes. Your lordship, all eyes. I thought Ram Chand was my friend. I have helped him so many times, and this is how he repays me." He shook his head sadly. "I know his shop is not doing well, but this is not the way." "So you deny that Ram Chand lent you 1,500 rupees which you promised to return within 6 months?" said Birbal. "Absolutely deny it, Your Honor," said Jvala Prasad solemnly. "And surely he would have taken a receipt from me if he had lent me such a large sum. Why does he not produce that receipt?" "He says he did not take a receipt," said Birbal. "That is the problem. Thank you for coming. I am sorry for wasting your time. Raja Sahib, I am your humble servant." Jvala Prasad folded his hands, bowed, and took his leave. Few days later, Birbal sent both the merchants a large tin of ghee each with a request that they sell the ghee for him after checking its purity. On heating the ghee, both Ram Chand and Jvala Prasad discovered a gold moher at the bottom of the tin. Ram Chand promptly returned the moher to Birbal, saying it must have fallen into the ghee by mistake. Jvala Prasad handed the moher that he had found to his son, who helped him in their shop. "Keep this safely," he said, "till I ask for it." When the two merchants had sold the ghee that Birbal had sent them, they went back to give him the money from the sale. Birbal took the money from Ram Chand, thanked him, and sent him away. Jvala Prasad appeared later with a smaller amount of money. "Is that the best price you could get for 1.5 mons of ghee?" asked Birbal. "Your lordship, the tin only contained 1 mond," protested Jvala Prasad. "I weighed it before I heated the ghee. My son was with me." "Then my men may have made a mistake," said Birbal. "Please wait while I find out." He went inside and told one of his servants to go to Jvala Prasad's house and fetch his son. "Tell him that his father wants him to bring the gold moher that he found at the bottom of the tin of ghee," said Birbal. In a short while the servant returned with the boy. Jvala Prasad was taken aback to see his son. "Have you brought the gold moher?" Birbal asked. "Yes," said the boy and pulled it out of his pocket. "Weren't there 2 mohers in the tin of ghee?" Birbal inquired with an air of innocence. "No, Your Honor," replied the boy. "We found just one." Jvala Prasad looked most uncomfortable. "What nonsense are you talking?" he snapped at his son. "What would a gold moher be doing in a tin of ghee?" "But don't you remember?" The boy asked his father in surprise. "We found the moher in the tin when we heated the ghee. You took the moher out and gave it to me for safekeeping." "Yes, yes. I remember I gave you a moher," said Jvala Prasad hurriedly. "But it didn't come out of any tin. One of my customers gave it to me." "Your son is telling the truth, Jvala Prasad," said Birbal. "I put the gold moher in the tin myself to see what you would do with it." Jvala Prasad was sweating with fear, but he still tried to bluff his way out. My memory must be playing tricks on me, Your Honor, he said. Please forgive me. He turned to his son. Give the gold moher to his lordship at once. How can we keep what doesn't belong to us? And when do you propose to return the 1,500 rupees you borrowed from your friend Ram Chand? Inquired Birbal, taking the moher. Haven't you returned that money yet? The merchant's son asked his father anxiously. Be quiet, Jvala Prasad hissed at the boy. But he knew the game was up. Don't rebuke your son, said Birbal sternly. He is an honest lad, and he will make a better merchant than you. Now follow his example and tell me the truth. Seeing there was no way out, Jvala Prasad confessed. As a penalty, Birbal made him give Ramchand double the amount that he had borrowed from him. Jvala Prasad also returned the money he owed Birbal for half a mond of ghee. If such a dishonest man can still have an honest son, thought Birbal as father and son departed, then God be praised, there is still hope for humanity.